Hello, this is Abhijit Mukherjee. I'm going to teach you today class
8 Science Chapter 4 Metals and Nonmetals Part 3. We have already learned the physical properties of metals and nonmetals, learned the differences between metals and nonmetals, like metals are sonorous, nonmetals are non-sonorous, metals are malleable, nonmetals are non-malleable, metals are ductile, nonmetals are non-ductile, metals are lustrous, non-metals are non-lustrous. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are hard and non-metals are soft. Previously, we have already learned about the chemical properties of metals and non-metals and have tried to distinguish from each other based on reaction with oxygen of metals. Metals would react with oxygen to form metal oxides, which are usually basic in nature when turned red litmus into blue, and non-metals reacts with oxygen to form non-metallic oxides, which are going to be acidic in nature, and they will turn blue litmus to red. We are also find out the reaction of metals with water, where metals react with water to give metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas, as well as some metals react with water to form metal oxide and hydrogen gas. Usually, non-metals do not react with water. We are going to study the chemical reactions of metals with acids, where when a metal reacts with an acid, a salt and a hydrogen gas are produced. Salts are compounds formed when a metal replaces hydrogen in an acid. Different acids and metals react to form different salts. For example, zinc reacts with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Zn plus H2SO4 arrow ZnSO4 plus H2. Another reaction where magnesium reacts with sulfuric acid to form magnesium sulfate and hydrogen gas. Mg plus H2SO4 arrow MgSO4 plus H2 gas. In another reaction, aluminium reacts with hydrochloric acid to form aluminium chloride and hydrogen gas. 2Al plus 6HCl arrow 2AlCl3 plus 3H2 is the balanced equation. With some metals, the reaction is very fast and vigorous, while with others, the reaction with acid may be slow. Some metals do not react with acids at all. Now we are going to study of non-metals, where we have found out not much reaction with acids. Next, we are going to study the activity. Our aim is to show that hydrogen is produced when magnesium reacts with dilute sulfuric acid. The materials required would be magnesium ribbon, dilute sulfuric acid, test tube, dropper, and mastic. In the first step, we are going to take a piece of magnesium ribbon in a test tube, and in the second step, we are going to use a dropper, carefully adding a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid from the sides of the test tube. In the third step, we are going to bring a burning mastic near the mouth of the test tube. What we'll observe is, on bringing a burning mastic near the mouth of the test tube, a pop sound is produced and it catches flame. Conclusion: the gas produced in the reaction is hydrogen. You have to note that it has to be supervised under a teacher. Now we are going to see the reaction with bases. For example, with metals, we have found out that metals mostly do not react with bases. Only a few, such as aluminium, zinc, and lead, react with solutions of strong bases, such as sodium hydroxide, to produce a compound of that metal and hydrogen gas. You can perform this above activity using small pieces of zinc and sodium hydroxide solution also, instead of magnesium ribbon and dilute sulfuric acid. To test that, hydrogen gas is also involved in this reaction. The reactions of nonmetals with bases will be complex, which we will learn in future classes. Next, we are going to study about displacement reactions. In a displacement reaction, a metal reacts with a salt solution and displaces or replaces the metals present in it. Displacement reactions are explained on the basis of the reactivity series of the metals. If we notice this figure 4.7, this is the reactivity series of metals. The most reactive metals are on the topmost level. As we go below it, these are decreasing in reactivity. So the last metal in this series will be the lowest reactivity. The reactivity series of metals you have to learn for yourself. The reactivity series of metals is a list of common metals arranged in the decreasing order of activity. This means that a metal which is placed higher in the reactivity series is more reactive than those placed below it. From the reactivity series, you can predict whether or not a displacement reaction will take place just by looking at the reactivity series or from your memory. A metal which will react with a salt solution if it is placed higher in the reactivity series than the metal in the salt. For example, iron, which is placed higher in the reactivity series than copper, will react with copper sulfate solution and will displace copper. Copper, however, will not react with iron sulfate as copper is less reactive than iron, so it will not displace iron from iron sulfate. Some of the examples are discussed below. Silver does not react with zinc sulfate. Silver Ag plus ZnSO4 zinc sulfate arrow no reaction. This is because silver is less reactive and placed below the zinc in the reactivity series. However, zinc reacts with copper sulfate to form zinc sulfate and copper, that is zinc plus CuSO4 arrow ZnSO4 zinc sulfate plus Cu. Silver also does not react with copper sulfate. Silver plus CuSO4 arrow no reaction. From the above reactions, we can conclude that the order of reactivity of zinc, copper and silver is following order. Zinc is most reactive, followed by copper, then finally silver. So zinc is the most reactive of the three elements and silver is the least reactive of them. You can also verify this from the placement of these metals in the reactivity series. Activity. We are going to prove that iron is more reactive than copper. The materials required: iron filings, copper turnings, copper sulfate solution, iron sulfate solution, test tubes and a dropper. Method. Take some iron filings in a test tube labeled A and add some copper sulfate solution with the help of a dropper. In the step 2, we are taking some copper turnings in a test tube and label B and add some iron sulfate solution with the help of a dropper. We will observe in test tube A, iron filings will turn brown due to the deposition of copper and the solution turns pale green due to the formation of iron sulfate solution. However, no reaction is observed in test tube B. Conclusion: iron is more reactive than copper as it displaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. Let's remember. Number 1. Fill in the blank. Most non-metal reacts with oxygen to form non-metallic oxides. Number 2. Most metals react with water to produce hydrogen gas. Number 3. Non-metals do not react with water. Revising some of the keywords: malleability is the property by which metals can be beaten into thin sheets. Ductility is a property by virtue of which metals can be drawn into thin wires. Sonority is the property by which metal objects can produce a characteristic ringing sound when struck with a hard object. Corrosion is the process of slow wearing away of a metal due to attack of the atmospheric gases and moisture on its surface. Salts are compounds formed when a metal replaces the hydrogen from an acid. Reactivity series of metals is a list of common metals arranged in the decreasing order of reactivity. Now we are going to see the summary of the entire chapter. Most metals are solid, shiny, malleable, ductile, hard and good conductors of heat and electricity. Most non-metals are solid or gaseous, brittle, soft and poor conductors of heat and electricity. Most metals combine with oxygen to form metallic oxides. Non-metals form non-metallic oxides. Most metals react with water to produce a metal hydroxide or a metal oxide along with hydrogen gas. Non-metals do not show any reaction with water. Metals react with acids to produce salts along with hydrogen gas. Non-metals do not produce any hydrogen gas with acids. Most metals do not react with bases. Only a few react with strong bases. Sodium hydroxide. In a displacement reaction, a metal reacts with a salt solution and displaces the metal. We are going to solve the exercise from page 69 of the book. Let's understand objective type question number 1. Choose the correct option. Number 1 is copper is a option white metal, greenish yellow gas, colorless gas, reddish brown metal. The option D is correct answer, reddish brown metal. Number 2, a soft metal that can be cut with a knife is gold, silver, potassium, iron. Option C, potassium is the right answer. Number 3, the property of metals due to which they can be drawn into thin wires is malleability, ductility, sonority, good conductors of electricity. Option B, ductility is the right answer. Number 4, which of the following is a good conductor of heat? Diamond, silver, copper, all of these. Option D, all of this is the right answer. Number 5, the order of reactivity of metals. Option C is the right answer. Magnesium most active, followed by zinc, followed by iron, and copper is the least reactive. Question 6, the metal that will displace copper from copper sulfate solution is option mercury, gold, aluminium, silver. The option C, aluminium is the right answer. Question 7, which of the following gases is produced in the reaction of a metal with an acid? The option D, hydrogen, is the right answer. Question 8, which of the following is the least reactive metal? Gold, potassium, copper, silver. The option A, gold, is the right answer. Question 9, which of the following metals is used in paints and pigments? Option B, lead, is the right answer. Question 10, which of the following non-metals used for making matchsticks and fireworks? Option C, phosphorus, is the right answer. Next we are solving part B, fill in the blanks. 1. The property of the metals due to which they produce a ringing sound when struck with a hard object is called sonority. Number 2. A non-metal that is good conductor of heat is diamond. Number 3. A metal that burns with white dioxide light is magnesium. 4. Metallic oxides turn red litmus to blue. Number 5. Sodium is kept immersed in kerosene. Number 6. Non-metallic oxides dissolve in water to form acids. Now, very short answer type questions. Part A. Complete the equations. One is 4Na plus O2 giving 2Na2O. Number 2, S plus O2 giving SO2. Page 70. Number 3, CO2 plus H2O giving H2CO3. Number 4, 2Na plus 2H2O giving 2NaOH plus H2. Number 5, Zn plus H2SO4 giving ZnSO4 plus H2. We have earlier solved this part 3 questions up to 3. Now we are going to solve the fourth one. How does sodium metal react with water? Give 2 examples of metal that do not react with water. The answer is sodium reacts violently with cold water to form sodium hydroxide along with hydrogen gas. A large amount of heat is evolved in this reaction which results in hydrogen catching fire. You have to give the equation 2Na plus 2H2 giving 2NaOH plus H2. And metals such as copper, silver, gold do not react with water under any conditions. Now let's go to page 71. Solving, let's observe. Which phenomena leads to the following changes? Explain the process in the space provided. This phenomenon is called rusting of iron. Iron reacts with atmospheric oxygen and moisture to be corroded and slowly oxidizes into a brown, flaky or powdery substance called rust. Equation is 2Fe plus 3O2 plus 2x of H2O giving 2Fe2O3 dot xH2O. Now we are going to solve once again page number 70 long answer type questions. You have solved 1 and 2. So question number 3, what is a displacement reaction? You can write it from your book and then on the basis of reactivity series of the metals predict whether these metals react with each of the following salt solutions or not. So the metals given a copper, so solid solution is copper sulfate, it will not react. Magnesium sulfate, it will not react. Zinc sulfate, it will not react. Iron sulfate, it will not react. Metal magnesium will react with all of these salt solutions, while zinc will react with all of the salt solutions except magnesium sulfate, while the metal iron will react with only copper sulfate. That's the end of part 3 of chapter 4. We are going to use another part next time. Bye. See you. Have a nice time. Bye bye from Abhijit Mukherjee.